Welcome, my children. Come closer. Sit where the firelight reaches your faces. Tonight, the wind carries an old story, one our ancestors used to tell when the moon was full and the night was long. This is the story of Akosua, the woman who borrowed tomorrow and learned the cost of impatience. Long ago, in a fertile land near the great rivers of Ghana, there stood a village called Akosua. The soil there was dark and rich, the yam barns were full, and laughter often rose with the morning smoke. But among all the people of Akosua, none was more restless than Akosua. Akosua was not lazy, she was not foolish, she was strong, clever, and hard-working. Yet her heart was never satisfied. When others planted seeds and waited, Akosua complained about the time it took. When others cooked slowly, she wished the food would leap from the pot. When elders spoke of patience, she rolled her eyes and muttered, "Waiting is for people with nothing better to do." "Why must tomorrow always hide?" she often said. "If I could reach it, I would pull it into today." One year, the rains delayed. The sky remained hard and blue. The earth cracked like broken pots. Crops grew slowly, and the village grew quiet. The elders called a meeting beneath the ancient baobab tree. "Patience," they said. "The rains always come. They have never forgotten us." But Akosua stood up. "Patience does not fill empty bowls," she said loudly. "My children are hungry now, not tomorrow." Some villagers nodded, others frowned. That night, as Akosua lay awake listening to her children breathe, she made a decision. She would not wait any more. At dawn, before the rooster crowed twice, Akosua tied her cloth tightly and left the village. She walked past the farms, past the river, past places no woman of Akosua had gone alone. She walked until the trees thickened and the air grew cool. She walked until the forest swallowed the sound of her footsteps. By midday, she reached a place the elders had warned about since childhood, the crossroads of time. It was a strange clearing where four paths met, yet none looked older or newer than the other. The air there felt heavy, as though it was holding its breath. At the center sat an old woman. Her back was bent like a question mark. Her hair was white as ash. Her eyes were deep, far deeper than age. "Welcome, Akosua," the woman said, without looking up. Akosua froze. "You know my name?" The woman smiled slowly. "I know many things. I keep what people try to outrun." Akosua swallowed. "I am looking for tomorrow." The old woman chuckled, a sound like dry leaves brushing together. "Everyone is, but few are brave enough to ask." "I do not want to wait. I want tomorrow's harvest today, tomorrow's joy today, tomorrow's relief now." The old woman studied her for a long moment. "Tomorrow is not free," she said at last. "If I lend it to you, you must pay it back." "With what?" Akosua asked quickly. The woman's smile faded. "With time." Akosua did not understand, and she did not ask. She nodded eagerly. "I agree." The old woman reached into a calabash beside her and pulled out a small glowing seed. "Plant this tonight. By morning it will give you what others must wait seasons for." Akosua took the seed. It was warm, almost alive. "Remember," the woman warned, "when tomorrow is spent today, today must be paid later." But Akosua was already walking away. That night, she planted the seed behind her hut. Before the moon had crossed the sky, the ground shook. A stalk burst forth, thick and tall. Leaves spread wide. By dawn, yams the size of babies lay piled at its roots. Akosua screamed with joy. The village gathered. Eyes widened. Mouths fell open. "How?" they asked. Akosua smiled proudly. "I refuse to wait." Soon her barns were full. Her children ate until they slept with smiles. People came to her for food, advice, even blessings. Akosua became important. But something strange began to happen. Each morning, she woke more tired than the night before. Her hair began to gray too quickly. Her laughter shortened. Her steps slowed. When the village planted for the next season, Akosua did not. "I have already harvested," she said. "Why should I wait again?" Days passed. Weeks passed. The magical plant withered. The barns emptied. The village faced another dry season. But this time, Akosua could not rise early to work. Her back ached. Her hands trembled. Her children noticed first. "Mother," they asked, "why do you look older every day?" Akosua said nothing. One night, she dreamed of the crossroads. The old woman stood there, waiting. "You have come to pay," she said. Akosua woke with a cry. Terrified, she returned to the forest, weaker with each step, until she collapsed at the crossroads. "I did not know," Akosua wept. "I only wanted relief." The old woman helped her sit. "You borrowed many tomorrows," she said gently. "You spent them quickly." "Can I return what I took?" Akosua begged. The woman nodded. "Yes, but it will not be easy." "You must give back what was never yours alone," the old woman said. Akosua returned to the village and did what shocked everyone. She shared her last food. She taught others what she knew. She worked slowly, patiently beside them, even when her body protested. She stopped rushing. She stopped boasting. She waited. Seasons passed. Her strength did not return quickly, but her spirit did. The rains came. Crops grew. The village survived. And one morning, Akosua awoke to find her hands steady again, her breath easier, her face softened by peace rather than hunger. Years later, when children asked why elders spoke so often of patience, Akosua would smile and say, "Because tomorrow is alive. If you steal it, it will chase you. But if you walk with it, it will feed you." Moral of the story: patience is not weakness. It is wisdom that knows time cannot be cheated. What comes before its season never lasts. If this story spoke to you, remember it when life feels slow. The ancestors knew some things ripen only when waited for. This is Quami African Tales, where old wisdom still walks among us. Sleep well, and let tomorrow come on its own.